Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is the Scent Obsessed Mom. My name is Lauren and I like to talk about everything affordable women's fragrance. So if that sounds good to you, please consider subscribing. If you are new here, welcome. I'm a fairly new channel, so I appreciate all of the support. Today I have 5 different new to me Middle Eastern or Arab fragrances that I'm going to sample. So you are going to get my actual first impression in real time here. So the fragrances that I have, I got from Aroma Sample, which is a nice little Etsy shop. They're great. They've got a very wide selection, especially I found of the Middle Eastern fragrances, among others. It was pretty quick shipping and very reasonable prices. And I like that they give you the little sample sprays. So you can actually spray it on yourself, not just dab it. So anyway, let's get right into it. Excuse me. The fragrances that I have today are, I've got multiple Lattafas. I have Lattafa Liam Gray. I have, let's see, Lattafa Nebras Elixir. And I actually meant to get Nebras and the Elixir, but apparently I just got the Elixir, but that's okay. We have Lattafa Teriaq Intense, and then I have Junoon Noir by, I believe it's all Haramain fragrances, and I also have Khadlaj Cream Velvet. So I'm going to be sampling each of those with you today. Keep in mind, obviously, this is just a first impression, so I'm not going, not giving an in-depth review, but I will just give you my very honest first impression on what I think of each of these. All of these, by the way, are $50 and under. I'm going by Amazon prices, so you can find all 5 of these as of right now on Amazon, but I'm sure you can get them other places as well. You may be able to find them cheaper if you get on like I'm sorry, I'm blinking right now. My brain, guys. I have my toddler at home, which I normally do, and then my middle son has strep that's been going around, so he's at home with me today too. So we've been running errands. We're finally back home. The brain is a little scrambled, sorry. Mercari, if you get on a place like Mercari or even like Fragrance Net, some of those places probably have these even cheaper, okay? But all $50 and under. I'm gonna start out with Lattafa Liam Gray. So this one is a unisex fragrance, again, from the house of Lattafa. Sounded really interesting to me. Sounded like it might be something nice, kind of cozy for fall. So I've been wanting to try this one out. This one on Amazon was like 20 bucks. So I think very affordable. Top notes for this one are cardamom, which I love. That's one of my favorite notes. Fig and black tea. In the mid, there's iris, vetiver, and labdanum. Labdanum. I always say that. Funny. Base, vanilla, sandalwood, tonka, and patchouli. So we're going to go ahead and give this one a little spray. I do already have perfume on today. I did not expect these to come in. I'm excited, but I already had perfume on, so I'm not going to spray a ton of it on myself. It is, I feel like, a little different on skin sometimes. So let's try it on the paper first. See what we get here. The smaller ones are a little hard to spray. Ooh, I'm getting a whiff of it, just kind of waving it. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. Just off the paper, definitely getting that cardamom. And I like this because it's unisex, but I would say like some unisex fragrances, I feel like they call them unisex, but they lean, in my opinion, very masculine. That is not the case with this. To me, this is very unisex. I think this would smell great on anyone, woman or man. I think it's a very nice blend in the top of the cardamom, the fig, and the black tea, because nothing is really like smacking me in the face or standing out. Yes, so on first impression, this is very well blended, very pretty. I would love to wear this in the fall and winter, especially. I would say as it dries down, you start to get just a little bit of floral with that iris. And then as it dries down, I gotta try this on skin, guys, because I like this one, at least on the cart. But definitely, if you are just starting out in your fragrance journey, when you're sampling perfumes, you always want to make sure that you smell it on skin, because I've had experiences where I really liked it on paper and then did not like it on skin, or did not like it on paper and then loved it on skin. So yeah, and this is like I said, very smooth, very well blended. It's not screechy. It's not, it's not, what am I looking for? It's not overkill. It's not extremely strong. This is what I might have to get a bottle of. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a little longer, because again, this is just initial impressions. But initial impression is I really like this one. I really do. The problem is a lot of the unisex fall scents that I've tried are just like too strong, too much, or like too masculine leaning. But this one I really like. Like, if you want something that's a little bit softer, not like right, really, really in your face. Yeah, just a little spicy. Very pretty, guys. So on this one, like, first impression, I have not tried doing like the rating scale in my other videos yet, but so far I'm afraid to give anything a 10 out of 10. But so far I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. I really, really like this. And let me know in the comments if you've tried any of these or if you own them. Give me your thoughts, because I'm curious to know what you think. So next I have Junoon Noir by Haramain. I don't believe I've tried any of their fragrances yet. So top notes for this one are kumquat and lime, which is kind of unique. In the middle, there's violet, orris, jasmine, and lily of the valley. And in the base, vanilla, musk, sandalwood, and cedar. So this will be interesting. This one is marketed for women specifically. On Amazon anyway, the price for this one was a little bit, higher than some of the other ones at, I think it was like $44.87. But again, I'm sure you can find it cheaper other places as well. Still pretty affordable. Okay. So let's give this is again the Junoon Noir for women. We're going to give this a spray on paper. I've heard that this is powdery. I don't know yet, obviously, but okay. Let's give this one a whiff here. This finally cooled down here, guys, like true fall weather. I was not happy because I feel like maybe a month ago or a little bit longer, we got this teaser where it was down into like the 60s and 70s. I'm like, this is awesome because I love fall. Sorry, guys. You're going to hear my toddler's toys in the background. He just turned 2 and he got like a whole fleet of new vehicles. He's obsessed with trucks and all of the things. So you're going to hear, you're going to hear that in the background. But anyway, and then it got back up into the 90s. It's like beginning of October and 90s, and I'm in central Illinois, so that's pretty warm for early October for here. Finally, we got some relief, and the highs are in the 60s today, so I'm super happy. I have my game day sweatshirt on. My husband is a high school football coach. Sadly, we won't be going to the game tonight because my son has strep, but in honor of the game day today. Okay, so again, this is the Haramain Junoon Noir. I have it on paper here. Man, 2 out of 2 so far that I like. Super pretty. And yes, this is definitely a more feminine fragrance. I'm not an expert at identifying every note, so I don't really know what kumquat smells like. I don't feel like a very common note. But again, I think it's just that it's very well blended. There's nothing that's like really, really smacking me in the face. Yeah, I definitely would say that this is a little powdery, musky, slightly woody. You've got that sandalwood and cedar. But I wouldn't say it's like really fruity. I mean, you can tell that there's a little bit of that in there with the kumquat and lime, but it doesn't smell like lime. It's not overly fruity, which is good because I'm not a huge fan of really, really fruity fragrances. Definitely get some of those florals. Yeah, but overall, I would say that this is just a very pleasant, soft, slightly powdery, feminine scent. Very pretty, guys. So I would give that, I probably shouldn't have started this rating thing. I would give this an 8 or 9 out of 10 as well, guys. So far, so good. I'm having good luck here. So let's keep it going. The next one has been out for quite a while as well. I've heard good things about it. I'm curious because I believe it was, I think this has been considered as like a dupe for a few different fragrances. So I'm curious if it's unique to other fragrances that I have in my collection. For example, I think I might have heard like Billie Eilish, or because I own that perfume and it's one of my favorites. I did have Eclair, but I ended up decluttering it. So I'm just kind of curious if this one's, how similar or different this one smells to those. So again, Khadlaj Cream Velvet. This one is unisex. The price on Amazon was $31.98. So again, very affordable. These are pretty decent full-size bottles that you get as well. So in the top for this one, we have caramel and butter. In the mid, tonka, honey, and jasmine. And in the base, vanilla, musk, and amber. So let's give this one a spray. I can still smell that, that first one, that Liam Gray on my skin, and it's drying down nicely. So I'm not spraying all of these on my skin right now because I do already have some perfume on. So this is just straight first impression on the card. Khadlaj Cream Velvet. This one's very different from the other ones, obviously, because it's more gourmand and sweet. Ooh, I like that though, guys. So this one, I feel like maybe is a little bit sweeter than Lattafa Eclair. I can see some, I mean, there's definitely some similarities. And some similarities as well to Billie Eilish, but it's not an exact dupe for sure. That's very pretty, guys. Okay, buddy, can you see where his truck is that he wants for me? Con, can you see if his truck is in? He's saying truck. Is there something in there? Or maybe try to open this for him? Sorry, guys. Truck. Yes, we have our garbage truck right now. Really like this one. And I actually might like this one a little bit better because it's not so strong and in your face. That was the only thing I liked Eclair, but I felt like it was very strong, definitely very unisex. This one, I mean, I can see both sexes wearing this, but to me, this one almost leans just slightly feminine. Not that it wouldn't smell good on a man, but yes, you definitely get those honey caramel notes. Again, I'm not doing this on skin, so I know that's not ideal, but yes, just a little musk, a little amber, definitely vanilla. Again, I feel like it's very well blended. So same thing. I think I would give this one about an 8 out of 10, only because like I used to be into like super gourmand scents and I still enjoy them and I still really love vanilla. That's like my favorite scent note ever. But I am getting a little bit more into what I want to say, like the kind of like woody, spicy type scents. And I would not say that's this at all. But it's yummy, guys. Like if you like these kind of gourmand fragrances, but you're looking for something that's maybe a little more toned down and not so strong as Eclair, I would say that Cream Velvet is a really good option. Yes, definitely. I would give that one, I'd say a solid 8 out of 10. Okay, moving on to Lattafa Nebras. Now, again, I don't know why. I thought that I had added both this one and the original Nebras to my cart, but I guess I did not, which is unfortunate because I wanted to try them both. But I might have to order that one. I have never smelled the original Nebras, so I apologize that I won't be able to compare the two. So this one, again, is the Elixir version for unisex. This one was priced at $49.99 on Amazon, so technically the most expensive on Amazon out of these options. However, this one is newer and it's an Elixir, so I can see the price coming down over time as well. So the notes in the Nebras Elixir. In the top, we have milk candy and whipped cream. That sounds amazing. In the mid, sugarcane and heliotrope. And in the base, musk, ambroxan, and vanilla. So let's give that one a spray. I think all of these are like perfect for fall. Okay, getting some whiffs here. It's hard after you smell a couple fragrances. I'm like trying to clear out my nasal passages. Okay. Okay. This one is a little stronger. I do see why they call this one unisex. Not masculine leaning, but definitely I think just more of a true unisex scent. But again, it's not like overly strong. Very pretty. Again, well blended. I feel like all of these are very well blended. It's not screechy. It's not... Just a nice blend of all of those. I can definitely get a little bit of the creaminess from that milk candy and whipped cream. The sugariness from the sugar cane. Maybe just a hint of floral, not very much. And definitely that musk, ambroxan, and vanilla in the base. So this is very pretty as well. I would not say... And again, I think it's going to take wearing these on skin, and I'll have to report back with like a more detailed review of each of these. But so far, just on like first spray, I do enjoy this one as well. But I would say personally, I like the cream velvet just a tad better. But I would give this one a good 7 out of 10, 7 or 7.5, somewhere in there. Okay. So again, that one was the Nebras Elixir from Lattafa. And lastly, I've been really intrigued by this one. I've seen, reviews and things all over YouTube about it. This is the Teriaq Intense by Lattafa. I have not tried the original Teriaq, only because like the scent profiles and from the reviews that I've watched, it just really sounded to me like the Teriaq Intense would be a little bit more up my alley. So that's the one that we're going to try. I know this one has been really popular. So this one is also marketed to unisex, and on Amazon it was only $29.91, so very affordable. Spray this one. So this one, in the top we have saffron and bergamot. In the mid, plum liquor or liqueur and cinnamon. Ooh, I can already smell that, guys, and I'm like holding it away from my face. In the base, we have amber, tonka bean, and benzoin. My son's laughing at me. It smells really good. Connor, you might wear this. He's getting into like colognes and body sprays. He likes the Bath and Body Works stuff.
Cologne, not body sprays.
Oh, whatever. They have body sprays too. This is really good though, because this is unisex. So I can see this would smell good on men. This would smell good on women. Definitely a fall winter scent. This is a very deep, a little stronger than the last few. Really, probably the strongest out of all of these that I've shown so far. Just a little bit spicier. You can get just a hint of that. I don't like anything that's too cinnamon forward, but it's mixed in nicely. You get a hint of the cinnamon and that plum liqueur. Again, so well blended. But this is definitely, I can see this projecting and being a little more beast mode than the other one. So I would say it's probably one you don't need to overspray. And I don't know yet, but I can predict that it may have some lasting power because of the notes in here and just how strong it is just on the card. Yeah, I really like that one too, guys. So I think I'm going to have to give that one, I don't know, 8.5 or 9. That's really nice. And again, I would deem that one a true unisex set. I don't really feel like it's leaning more feminine or more masculine. So if you're looking for something with a little more oomph for fall, winter with some lasting power, that's got some booziness, a little bit of spice, but it's still very smooth. Yeah, I would recommend this one as well. So I would say overall, this was a very successful sample haul because there's not a single one in here that I do not like. It would be hard to rank them because I don't feel like they're all the same type of fragrance. But hopefully this gave you a better idea if you've been interested in trying out or pulling the trigger on any of these 5 fragrances. So again, we had, quick review, we had the Liam Gray, which was the Lattafa unisex scent. This is like a tea, fig, cardamom type fragrance. Again, I mentioned I feel like it's a true unisex, not masculine or female leaning, very well blended. Just a nice, like soft scent but very fall to me, with just a little bit of spice and woodiness in there. The Haramain Junoon Noir, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing these correctly. Doing my best here. This one was for women, which I agree it is a feminine scent, but not like super sweet or girly. Nice, soft, kind of powdery with a little bit of woodsiness, a little bit of floral, tiny bit of fruitiness, I feel like, but it's almost like kind of in the background. Definitely really like this one if you're looking for something more feminine and powdery and soft. For the Khadlaj Cream Velvet, unisex, but in my opinion, leaning just slightly feminine because of, I think, the sweetness. So this is probably the sweetest out of all of these with the caramel, the butter. It's got tonka, honey, jasmine, vanilla, musk, amber. Again, very well blended, sweet, but not something super strong. So if you like your gourmands, you like your sweet, your vanilla, but not like sickeningly sweet or too strong, this is perfect, especially for fall and winter, in my opinion. The Lattafa Nebras Elixir was the unisex, which I mentioned. This one is a little bit stronger, a little more like true unisex, in my opinion. And it's like a vanilla, a gourmand, but just a little musky and a little stronger, like I said, compared to the Cream Velvet. That one was good as well. And then the final one was the Teriaq Intense, which I mentioned, another Lattafa. I've heard that this is quite different from the original Teriaq, which I can't vouch for that because I have not tried it, but I really like this one. Again, true unisex, probably the strongest out of all the ones. So this is not something you would probably want to overspray, but just a deeper, boozier, spicier type scent. I think this is awesome, perfect for fall and winter. So I don't know, guys, like I'm gonna give each of these a little more wear on skin. I'll have to report back later with a more detailed review, but I'm excited to try each of these out individually and give them like a full day wear, and kind of report back on the projection and the longevity and all of that good stuff. But all in all, I would say this was a very successful haul. Like there was not like a single one that I would say was like, ugh, I don't like that. So hopefully this was helpful. So yeah, I am going to get off here. I'm going to go hang out with my boys and hopefully just have a nice cozy fall day at home. I'm thinking about baking some pumpkin bread. I love all things pumpkin. Super happy that the weather, like I said, has finally cooled down and feels like fall. So I hope that you are enjoying your day whenever you watch this and enjoy your weekend. It's a Friday when I'm recording this. I'm not sure when you'll see it, but enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend. Again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I appreciate your support, and I will see you soon.